Hello friends, a short world news for you. What are cluster bombs and why is US sending them to Ukraine? What are cluster munitions? Cluster munitions are a method of dispersing large numbers of tiny bomblets from a rocket, missile, or artillery shell that scatters them in mid-flight over a wide area. They are intended to explode on impact, but a significant proportion are duds, meaning they don't explode initially. This happens especially if they land on wet or soft ground. They can then explode at a later date on being picked up or trodden on, killing or maiming the victim. Why are they banned? More than 100 countries, including the UK, France and Germany, have signed an international treaty, the Convention on Cluster Munitions, that outlaws the use or stockpiling of these weapons due to their indiscriminate effect on civilian populations. Children are particularly prone to injury as the bomblets can resemble a small toy left in a residential or farmland area and are often picked up out of curiosity. Why is Ukraine asking for them? Ukraine's forces are running desperately low on artillery shells, largely because, like the Russians, they use them up at an extraordinarily high rate and Ukraine's Western allies cannot replace them at the speed they are needed. The Ukrainians now face a daunting task in trying to dislodge the invading Russians from their well-dug-in defensive positions stretched along a 1,000 kilometers (621-mile) battlefront. In the absence of enough artillery shells, Ukraine has asked the US to restock its supplies of cluster munitions to target the Russian infantry manning all those defensive trenches. What effect will this US decision have? The immediate effect will be to knock away much of the moral ground Washington sits on in this war. Russia's numerous alleged war crimes are well documented, but this move is likely to draw accusations of US hypocrisy. Cluster munitions are a hideous, indiscriminate weapon that is banned in much of the world for good reason.